One is a horrible film starring Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons about the kidnap of Santa Claus. The film's basic plot is Santa Claus is kidnapped and his number one security guard or bodyguard, Dwayne Johnson, or The Rock, is supposed to find out who took him, but he has to use Chris Evans, who was unwittingly used to be able to locate Santa Claus by trying to locate seismic activity. When the sleigh takes off and hits a certain speed, it causes the seismic activity to be reported to a reporting agency that Chris Evans' character in the film has to hack, or he hacks for some unknown client. The basic gist of it is they then go on a roundabout tour to try to track down who hired Chris Evans. They get to this guy, and you see some abominable snowmen that show up to try to get him. You find out that it wasn't this guy, it was somebody else, that these snowmen actually belong to this witch, or this witch that every time you say her name, she shows up. And then they go from there because the witch is the ex-girlfriend of Krampus. The legend of Krampus is like the half-brother or the brother or the adoptive brother of Santa Claus, who takes care of the naughty kids. And then The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, and Chris Evans have to go meet with Krampus, and then Dwayne Johnson has to do a contest with Krampus where they slap each other, a Krampus slap or something like that. And once there, he has to do this contest to be able to get free from Krampus's lair. And Krampus shows up back at the end to help out with the witch, who's not just a beautiful woman like she appears to be. She's actually this 30-foot tall ogre who Krampus fell in love with for a period of time. But the witch's main goal or motivation is to capture all people who are deemed to be naughty, which is everyone, and put them into snow globes. That's why she needs Santa Claus's ethereal magic, or his magic ability to make things or to replicate things. So they replicate these snow globes and try to put all the kids in them, or the bad kids in them. Chris Evans and his son gets caught in the snow globe at one point in time. All you have to do is touch it for you to go into the snow globe and get stuck there for potentially for the rest of your life, or until you resolve your issues that made you a naughty person or put you on the naughty list, on Santa Claus's naughty list. It's very overblown with CGI. One of Dwayne Johnson's number 2 or 3 men is a giant polar bear who runs around snarling at people, threatening to beat him up or threatening to beat up Chris Evans' character. It's kind of it's supposed to be a lighthearted Christmas film, but it's not. It's really just kind of a blah film with a lot of CGI, kind of inconsistent plot points or inconsistent motivations or actions for the characters. You can tell that The Rock is just phoning it in, along with Chris Evans is just there in a mix of CGI. Like, one of the attributes of The Rock being an elf, or a 6'3", 4" tall elf, is he has this bracelet that allows him to shrink and grow, and allows him to gain strength or have super strength, which he uses against Krampus, and that becomes a plot point in the film, or a MacGuffin for it. He has to have this thing to be able to beat Krampus after they take it from him, or the main MacGuffin is to find the woman, and that's what they're looking for, is who kidnapped Santa Claus. And you find out at the end of the movie, or near the end of the movie, that they never left the North Pole, that Santa Claus is being held there. So they have to go back and rescue Santa Claus at the North Pole, which leads to the big fight where Krampus shows up and helps out. Altogether, it's kind of a confusing film or movie. It's not very good. A lot of CGI, and it's on Amazon Prime right now. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It's one of those ones that's destined to die on streaming. Other than that, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and have a good day.